Yes, I see you.
You look great, Roy.
Uh,
You look happy.
yeah, I am.
Okay, very good.
I can't see any sheets, but still.
No, the
They'll be
sheets
coming.
aren't up now.
Oh, I see.
Oh, they're coming.
There we go.
Okay.
Okay, there we are. Fine. Okay, if you hear me well and you see me well and I hear and see you all well, that we're making progress.
Mm.
As I say, it's a lot better than smoke signals.
Well, we didn't get to Miriam's well yet either.
No, not yet. Yeah.
Okay.
Okay. Yeah. So take a look at the document which is on your screen, which is your second document, the second paragraph from the bottom.
Yeah, more Israel.
Vayomar
Om Yisrael.
Kinyanet.
Yes, right.
It says that Israel is one acquisition. Sha'arei
Right.
bevadai Yisrael heim am echad dichsiv. That we see certainly Israel, they are one nation, as it is written in Shmos. In Shmuel. Mi chamocha Yisrael goy echad goy echad lo yishtatef davar am Yisrael. Who is it's like your nation, Israel, one nation, not joined. Nothing is joined with Israel, with the nation of Israel.
Right. Not meaning every we're completely isolated and independent from everything else.
V'kol davar shehu echad hine efshar lomar shehu kinyano shel Hakadosh Baruch Hu. And everything that is one, it is possible to say that it is his acquisition. That it is the acquisition of Hashem. Kamo shehis ba'ar lamala, as we explained above. Aval davar she'eno echad lo yomar al zeh shehu kinyan shel hakadosh baruch hu shemehis shehich tov am zu kinyan ein roy shehem kinyano shel hakadosh baruch hu. But something that is not one, or maybe unique.
Right. Yeah. In this context, I think it's better that unique is better than just one. One is kind of a very generic, non-descriptive term. I think unique is much better in this context.
Right. We don't say concerning this that it is an acquisition of Hashem. Shemi Tov. I don't know this word. Shemi Tov.
That Shemahakosov, right? Shemahakosov. So that from that which it is written.
Ah. From that which is written.
That's the pasuk Amzu Kanisa, right?
this nation that you acquired.
Now, that's the pasuk we were looking for. That you saw there in the siddur. If you notice, it's a pasuk in B'Shalach. That's on the Shir Shayam, and also we say it toward the very end of the Tukei Zimra. Did you have a chance to locate it in your siddur?
Yes, I found it. It's let me see if I can find it again. I'm on the page.
Should be just before, 2 or 3 lines before Ishtaba.
Yeah, here it is. It's Bigdozerocha, at the greatness of your arm, Yidumu Ka'aven, may be still as a stone. Ad Yavor, until pass through Amacha your people, Hashem. Ad Yavor Amzu Kanisa, until they pass through this nation that you have acquired.
Sounds like Kiddush Levana.
What, Roy?
It sounds like Kiddush Levana.
Yeah, at what point?
Am I wrong? I suppose I am. But some of those phrases, until
Right.
still. Anyway.
Right. These are all, I mean, could be, we're talking about Kiddush Levana, about the Shemayim Va'aretz as well. That we see that there are Kenyan as well. Here the focus is that we want to highlight the very special, very specific divine intervention that HaKadosh Baruch Hu exercised in the saving of Klal Yisrael at the Yam Suf. On one hand, we have the Mitzrim, the Egyptians, being drowned, being overcome by the forces of nature. And we have the opposite extreme, the HaKadosh Baruch Hu displaying his divine protection over Klal Yisrael, passing through the Yam Suf. So because of that exercise of divine intervention in our personal and collective lives, with that, there was a acquisition of Klal Yisrael by HaKadosh Baruch Hu, which still needs explanation. We're not done with that yet. Still need an explanation on that. But so take a look again. That let's review. Go back to the beginning of that second paragraph, and then he's gonna focus on the pasuk. Let's just review the beginning of that first paragraph. The second paragraph from the end, rather.
Va'amar Yisrael Kinyan Echad, and it says that Israel is one acquisition. Sharei Bavadai Yisrael Haim Am Echad. That certainly, that we see that certainly Israel, they are unique. Dichsiv, as it is written in Shmuel, Michamocha Yisrael Goy Echad Lo Yish Tatef Devar Am Yisrael. I'm sorry, Im Yisrael. Who is like you, Israel, a unique nation? Nothing is joined with Israel. V'chol devar shehu echad hinei efshar lomar shehu hinano shel HaKadosh Baruch Hu. And everything that is unique, we see that it's possible to say that it is an acquisition of Hashem.
That we're gonna have to we're gonna have to work on that a little bit more, trying to understand why, because of its uniqueness, why does that now become into a special category of being considered a possession of a Kadosh Baruch Hu, right? And this is going to go back to the general question, which probably beginning tomorrow we're going to address the general question. Well, Kadosh Baruch Hu creates everything. He maintains everything. He sustains everything. So, by right of the fact that Kadosh Baruch creates everything and sustains everything, everything should be considered his possession. Right? Is it not true?
Absolutely.
Everything is considered the possession of a Kadosh Baruch Hu. So why are these 5 things singled out as being possessions of a Kadosh Baruch Hu, seemingly to the exclusion of everything else?
Right, and I'll strengthen your question. It says Koni Hakol.
That's right. That's right. We're going to be going into that. That'll be. We say that expression, if you remember, in our Shmon Esrei, right? Beginning the very first bracha of our Shmon Esrei. Okay, so that's a general question which we're going to start addressing most likely tomorrow. I'll probably send out a document or two on that later on today, Blinetter. Okay. Right. It says, call again, the second line in that second to the bottom paragraph, call davar shu echad, everything which is unique, exclusive. You see that place there, Lou, in the second line in the second paragraph?
I'm with you. You want me to read on?
Yeah, please go ahead.
Davar shehu echad hinei efshar lomar shehu kinyan o shel HaKadosh Baruch Hu. With everything that is unique, we see that it's possible to say that it is an acquisition of Hashem. Kamo shehis ba'ar lamala, as we explained above. Aval davar she'eino echad lo yomar al zeh shehu kinan shel HaKadosh Baruch Hu. So this is the problematic statement. But something that is not unique, we do not say concerning it that it is an acquisition of Hashem.
So what we've said up till now, based on the pasuk in Shmuel, Michamocha Yisrael Goy Echad, meaning a unique nation, which has no no partner, no association with anything else. Meaning the uniqueness of Klal Yisrael depends on us being singular and exclusive unto ourselves, and that gives us a special relationship with being a possession of a Kadosh Baruch Hu. As I mentioned last week, a king, for example, just using an analogy, a king has various personal possessions. No one would ever think of using one of the personal possessions of the king for his own purposes, right? The king, even the most common things, there's a whole ceremony, and there's a whole office which is devoted to the socks of the English kings, right? The Order of the Garter. They were the ones who take care of the king's socks, right? Just they would clean them and boil them and get the smell out of them. You don't want the king to have smelly socks. So they would be in charge with the maintenance and the management of the king's socks. So no one would think of using the king's socks for his own purposes, even though it's the most mundane of all perhaps objects you can imagine, right? But nevertheless, since it's something which belongs to the king, no one would dare think of using it for his own purposes. So now you have Klal Yisrael, that they are a special possession of a Kadosh Baruch Hu. So under normal circumstances, when Klal Yisrael is unique and unto themselves, without, as it says, without a shituf, without any association with anything else, right? We're completely independent from everything else. So that gives us our distinction that we're a possession of a Kadosh Baruch Hu. And with that distinction of being a possession of Kadosh Baruch Hu comes a lot of extra responsibilities, but also a lot of extra protection and rights that other nations don't have and benefit from. Okay, let's continue on.
Mehakasuv im zu kinyan ein roy shehem kinyano shel hakadosh baruch hu. From that which is written, with this acquisition, it's not appropriate.
Well, here's ein raya. It's not a proof. It's not a raya.
It's not a proof. It's not a proof. Ein raya shehem kinyano shel hakadosh baruch hu, that they are an acquisition of Hashem. So what is not, as it is written, with this acquisition, what is it that's not the raya?
No, because again, this is the pasuk Amzu Kanisa. Remember, that's the pasuk at the end of Shir Shirim, at the end of just before Yistabach in the Siddur, right? So
right.
That's the go back to your original document number 1, right? Go back to document number 1. And you'll see that this is in fact the pasuk which is used for the proof, right? You see the pasuk by Yisrael. You can take a look on your screen as well. I'll put it on the screen, right? And
yes, I see it.
Right, I just let everyone else have it.
So here it's saying it is a raya, and here it's saying it's not a raya.
Right, so we have to understand he's questioning the proof that Klal Yisrael is the Kenisa. The Maharal in Prague is questioning the proof from this statement.
Mhm.
So, okay, let's go back to okay, 1 second. Put the back on the. Okay, it should be back on your screen. Yeah, go ahead again. Right.
Okay, what do you want me to read now?
It says, from this pasuk, Amzu Kanisa Ein Raya. It's not a proof. Shem Kinyan Mishal Kadosh Baruch that the Klal Yisrael are a possession of a Kadosh Baruch. Why? Ki Efshar, starting from Ki Efshar.
Efshar lifrosh mipnei ki galam mi Mitzrayim v'shayich b'zeh kinyan. So because it's possible to explain because since we were redeemed from Egypt, it's possible this is possibly an acquisition.
Right, meaning it could be possibly you might want to say that the redemption from Egypt is our Kenyan, right?
And as opposed to the crossing of the sea?
Right.
Mikom Makom, Lo Kinyano, I'm sorry, yeah, Lo Nikra, no Lo Nikrav, Bishvil Kach, Kinyan Shel Kadosh Baruch Hu. Nevertheless, uh, we don't refer to this what's Nikrav?
That lo nikra b'shvil zeh kinyan shel HaKadosh. Because of this, the fact that we redeemed from Egypt is not necessarily, it's not necessarily possible to call that this was our Kenyan, that we should be, because of this, our redemption, a Kenyan of a Kadosh Baruch.
Mibnei Kach Mevi Raya Dixiv Likedushim Asher Be'eretz Hema Diri Kol Chatzei Bam Dimeachar She'amar Kol Chatzei Bam Ein Lecha Kinyan Yoter Mizeh Me Acher Shekol Chafetzo Shal HaKadosh Baruch Hu V'Yisrael.
So 1 minute.
This is a long sentence.
Yeah. Um, all right, so
What is this word likadoshim? The holy people, the holy ones?
the yeah, that's right. Now, okay, to understand this, let's say I think we should go back to the previous document. Um, let's see. See, because now we can understand. We're gonna try help to understand. It'll be look here carefully at what it says. Go back to your first document and take a look at what it says by Israel again. Let's reread that again.
Yisrael kinyan echad minayin tichsiv. That Israel is one acquisition. Where is that written? Shmos vav tet vav. Ad yavor amacha Hashem ad yavor am zu kanis.
Kinisor.
Kinisa. Until your nation will pass, Hashem, until this nation will, until they will pass this nation that you have acquired.
And now continue on V'omer. It says
V'omer, Tehillim, it says in Tehillim, Likadushim Asher Ba'aretz Hema Va'adiri Chol Chatzei Bam. For the holy ones that are in the land, they are beloved. All the desires, all his desires are with them.
I think so, yeah. So you see that it's necessary to bring another pasuk, right? It's not enough the first pasuk.
Right.
So we have to try and understand what's lacking in the first pasuk that the second pasuk is complementing. So that we'll try and work on tomorrow, Be'ez Hashem.
I mean, thank you.
But you understand that's the question that's being dealt with here. Why do we? The question you could ask is, why do we need two psukim here?
Right.
Or in other words, why isn't the first pasuk enough? Okay. Good. All right, so let's leave that for now. We'll take a little break and we'll start the Mr. Brochure shortly.
Okay, thank you.